chance to really digest Saturday. How would you all evaluate the defensive line or just the front seven's ability to contain Kansas as rushers, whether it was Daniels or any of the two running backs they primarily use?
Man, I think we did a really good job. Just went out there, played physical, and just executed the game plan to the best of our abilities. I think after the game, we were all pretty hyped in the locker room. We seen they only had like 3 rushing yards, so that was like a big deal for us. But it was awesome to do that, just to play with that type of physicality, and I want to continue it on to this week.
Natalie's in the back.
Chris, we've heard so much about the depth of this defense, especially on the defensive line, the end, D tackles. But how have you seen that kind of come together in 2 weeks and they kind of play out on the field?
I mean, honestly, for us, I feel like it gives us the ability to just go out there and play, our hardest for like 3, 4, 5 snaps max, and then go out there and sub and know that you can kind of, relax having somebody out there that like the game, the level of play is not going to drop it off, So that's nice to have that. Like I can go out the game and get a breather, and we're still going to go out there and stop the run, rush the passer, and everything. So that's awesome.
Zion Young might be one of the most animated football players that I've seen play defense. Can you talk about his energy on the field and if that motivates you guys?
Yeah, man. So he's like the big energy guy, not just for the defense, but for like the whole team, man. He normally one of the guys that they get us going. He's just fun guy to be around. Who don't want to be around somebody who always laughing and smiling and stuff. So it's awesome to have him just be out there and really he ain't even like doing an extra. That's just him being himself. So it's really cool to have him out there just getting us going, hyping us up, making sure everybody keep smiling and stuff. Even when we down, up, no matter the case. So yeah, it's just cool.
Chris, you've gone against them a few times now. Is there something that makes Bo in this offense particularly difficult to defend against when they go up tempo, when they're moving quickly?
Our offense, right?
Yes, yeah.
Man, honestly, it's just like the confidence, though. Like our offense, they play with a certain level of confidence, man. Like they almost know they got to score. They're gonna march down, and it makes us better though, because in practice we don't really let off each other. We just kind of go and compete at the highest level. But yeah, they kind of go out there with a certain swagger to themselves, and it's like, yeah, we know what we're capable of. What we're about to do.
Chris, I was just wondering if there's anything through these first 2 weeks that you guys think you need to improve on, especially moving forward. You have a big game under your belt now, but you're going to have more big ones in the future, obviously. So are there anything, major things that you guys think you need to improve on?
Honestly, man, it's always something to improve on. STP, we always got something to prove, so we always can go out there and do something. We played the perfect game, that'd be scary if we was this early on the year playing perfect, because, we kind of hit a ceiling, but there's a bunch of little stuff that we've seen that we got to take off the tape from last week, and we're just gonna go out there this week and try to play just 1% better this game.
Chris, the linebackers have seemed to make a pretty big impact already, especially in the run game. Just can you talk about what kind of impact they've had so far behind y'all?
Right. Man, those guys, man, they play fast and they be flying through those guys like Trotter, like a freaking missile on Saturday. Coming through, shooting the gap. So it made me feel a little better about taking on those double teams when you got somebody coming through and making those big plays and getting those kids and stuff. So it's really fun to play with those guys.
Chris, we asked you guys all camp about what it was like facing Ahmad and how it was to tackle him, and nobody asked about Jamal. What makes him good, and are you surprised at all at this kind of breakout he's had in these first couple weeks?
Honestly, no, man. Jamal has always been a good player. Even last year, you can go back and look. Every time he got in the game, I feel like he did something, So I'm not surprised about it at all. I just know all I needed was opportunity, and he got it Saturday and took off.
Thanks, Chris.
Thank you. Thanks, Chris.